very young. He just has to learn to get along with upper brass to win a championship.
And you've heard it from upper brass. So the center is the hardest position to fill. So at 25, would you trade a guy like Cousins? I don't think so, unless you're getting like a top 5 player in the league that could change your franchise. I think he's there for a while.
With the game just about ready to start, let's go to Kevin Harlan. Kev?
Good Friday night to you sports fans. You've come to the right place. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony with Doris Burke on our sideline. Looking at Sacramento, they want to turn it around after the loss to Portland. You know, guys, you hate to get embarrassed on your home court, but that's exactly what happened. It was a tough loss for them.
You know, you hate to use this word, but I really felt like it was a sorry effort that they put forth on the defensive side.
Boy, that's pretty harsh from you, Greg, but you're right. I mean, too many times we saw them slow to set up and get on D or late on their rotations, and they paid a big price for it.
Now Sacramento starting 5. DeMarcus Cousins out there with Quincy Ace. Then it's Thornton, and it's Rajon Rondo, and it's Gay in at the 3 spot. Now here's Rondo. Thornton dishes to Cousins. The jump hook, and it's Phoenix with the rebound. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to pull out the victory. Just couldn't come through in crunch time.
Greg, I thought it was a solid effort from them all the way around. I mean, but as you and I know, moral victories are kind of empty consolation prizes. A loss is a loss.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Rondo kicks to Thornton. Cousins with a screen for Thornton. And he banks in the layup.
A strong move to the basket there. Nice power to get that up and in.
Sacramento on defense. Bledsoe outside. Out to the right wing, and the wide open shot from Warren, and it's off from 3-point range. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Thornton passes to Rondo. Back to Thornton. Lets it go with a 3. Eric Bledsoe grabs the miss. Suns have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Can't get it to go, and the Kings going the other way now. Here's Rondo. Here's AC. No good.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
Warren dishes to Bledsoe. No good with the layup.
Really just struggling here in the first few minutes. 5 attempts with only 1 falling.
And Thornton kicks to AC. Here's Gay. Offensive rebound. Cousins. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Cousins has got his first points of the game.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
One kick hits to Teletovic. Now in the scoring column with that deuce. 1 for 2 this game. The Kings have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Well, Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with the head coach for the Suns. I asked him which player he was most worried about, and his answer was immediate: Rajon Rondo. He said Rondo's ability to take control of games with his defense and his playmaking make it tough to mitigate what he can do on the floor. We'll see if he has something up his sleeve, guys.
Thank you, Doris.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
The Kings trailing. Passes to Thornton, fires for 3, and it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Thornton's got his second bucket tonight.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Up top, Bledsoe. He's covered by Rondo. And Bledsoe, here we go. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. The Kings have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Thornton passes to Ace. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. T.J. Warren picks one up. The Kings shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
Quincy Ace at the line for 2.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. A platoon swap here for Phoenix. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Marcus Thornton. And it's Collison in for Rajon Rondo. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Suns trail by 3. Outside Knight. Right outside. Here's Godalak. Bellinelli is covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Right at the free throw line. Godalak gets the bucket. Godalak's got his first basket of the night.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Bellinelli dishes to Kufis. That is good.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
The shot by Knight, no good.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Chandler with a screen for Knight. Off the pick. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Kings leading now by 3. And Bellinelli kicks to Collison. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. A nice shot by Knight. 2 for 1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Here's Collison. Phoenix grabs the miss. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
Yeah, and a 4-game season series between these two. Both will be looking to set the tone tonight.
Yeah, and as they renew acquaintances, if you're the underdog, you always want to show, hey, we've got something new up our sleeve. It should be fun.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the foot. That one misses. Kings leading now by 3. Caspi passes to Collison. High arcing shot. He lays it in.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
Knight into the lane. And so the first quarter is in the books. Kings lead by 5. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Boys. Yeah. Hold
And let's hear from Tyson Chandler. He talked about what he brings to this team. Chandler has long been the kind of player all coaches want on their team. He's the definition, Greg, of an unselfish player who doesn't care about his ego or his stats.
And he knows that and prides himself on it. That also makes him the kind of player his teammates appreciate so much because they know nobody wins any rings without a guy like Tyson Chandler on the team.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching for the Kings, guys.
I tell you what, defensively, they have been in tune with one another as intense as I've seen.
Yeah, nice job helping out on the rotations and drives, doing really good work at the defensive end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor for Sacramento, Jones in at shooting guard. Cauley Stein is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Collison in at the point guard. Now Collison. Brandon Knight missing on the three. Collison dishes to Cousins. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Lenz checked in for the Suns. Bledsoe comes in for Knight. The Kings also at the sub. Rajon Rondo's checked in for Darren Collison. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Kicks it to Curry. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Curry's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Suns. Bledsoe against Rondo. Stolen by Bledsoe. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down to one in the bucket from Curry.
That is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And it's one thing to get the steal, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, even better.
Now here's Rondo. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. To the middle, here's Cousins. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And the Kings lead by 3.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Bledsoe outside. Plenty of space. Again, Phoenix.
You can't afford to give him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Cousins. Len with the block. And Curry, here we go. Rondo with some nice D.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Now here's Gay. 17 points in his last outing. That 3 off the mark. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Bledsoe's got the ball. Offensive rebound. Len, good.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
They set the pick. Rondo kicks to Cauley Stein. And there's the pass to Gay. Rejected by Len. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Suns.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots, a key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Right, he's checked in for Mirza Teletovic. Booker comes in for T.J. Warren, and it's Andrew Gaudlock in for Curry. And then for Sacramento, Kufis checked in for Cauley Stein. Bellinelli comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Thornton in for Jones. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle, spreading it around.
Now the dish to Bellinelli. Pass to Thornton. Rondo against Bledsoe. And a wide open look for Rondo. Gets an open look and hits. Rondo's got it all tied up now for the Kings.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. And it's the Kings with the ball. Rondo with it. And there's the feed to Thornton. There's the pick. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Leaner from distance. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Pass to Wolf. He dishes it to Gaudala. Len down low. Defended by Koufos. Len, good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Now, here's Thornton. 11 points for him in that last game against Portland. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Kings have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. Sun changes for Phoenix. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Len. And it's Brandon Knight in for Gaudala. Darren Collison, he's checked in for the Kings. And so Rondo hits both free throws. A minute 20 left here in the second. Suns have gone 6 of 9 in the second quarter. Some good work from the field. Feeds it to Booker. Here's Wolf. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop. Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Now, here is Knight. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Chandler with the screen on Rondo. Knight passes to Chandler.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that... shot below 70%. Last season.
You know, guys, when you look at those numbers last year for him,
now,
I think it does affect how much you're willing to go after contact because you're a little fearful of getting to the foul line unless you're in the and one situation. Too many trips to the line when you shoot it as poorly as he does actually can hurt you.
And the Kings making a change here. Acey's checked in. and he sinks the second. There's 31 seconds left in the first half. Collison with it, and it's Knight picking him up. There's a screen. And Bellinelli kicks to Ace. And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. The Suns on top, leading by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
All right, fellas, still anyone's ball game right now. A few things from the first half. These are the types of halves where we are helping ourselves out by making clean passes. They haven't caused us too many problems in the passing lanes to this point, but we still have a half of basketball to play. Our offense in the paint was a positive. Our entry passes were sharp, and you showed off some excellent post moves. Really nice footwork down there. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be a track meet. We expected this to be a battle, and it has been. From here on out, it's a battle we're going to win. Get a hand in, fellas.
And now, your Suns.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far. Yeah, it's been quite a game for Alex Len.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.